Okay, this is lesson 12, linear relations. And in example 2, we're going to draw a line of best fit on the scatter plot below. And then we're going to use our skills from previous lessons to create or write an equation for the line. So here's the scatter plot, and you can kind of see the trend from left to right. It looks like it's going up. So the data appears to form a direct linear relation, which means it starts at 0 and 0. So a line of best fit can be drawn starting at the origin, which again is 0 and 0. The line of best fit does not need to go through any of the data points, but approximately the same number of data points should be above and below the line. Now, over here, I just want you to take a look at this in case you're doing the assignment. Because drawing a line of best fit is an approximation, your answer may vary slightly from another person. So you're not going to get the exact same line or equation, but it should be within reason. So here's our solution, starting at 0 and 0. And it looks like it trends right through. And that's a pretty good estimate for all of these lines, or all of these points. Now to make an equation, remember we're going to be in y equals mx plus b form. And because it's direct, this is 0, right? Because that's where you start. And the y is 0. So we won't have a b, which is your y-intercept. So we're just looking for the slope. And they chose a point on the line, such as 2 and 1, and went y over x and got 1 over 2 for their slope. Now, which one did they choose? So they went to, let's see, they said 2 and 1. So they took approximately there. Now, there's a bunch of other ones you could have chose, but that's a pretty good approximation. So 1 tall, or your rise, your run is 2. So that's where they got that from. So if we go back here and change this to rise over run, rho is 1 over 2. Okay, and it's positive. You don't add a negative here because it's going up from left to right. Remember, if it's going down left to right, you got to put the negative in for the slope. And there's our equation. And if we were to graph that, we would get this exact line right here. Okay. And that is the end of lesson 12, part 1.